Well, I've come up with this wonderful idea when I'm having a drink to make a video game with the Arduino, using that as a controller, and probably fire button or shield, and this your 20 by 4 character screen. Wonderful idea. I'll have to finish it off when I'm sober, that's the only problem. I've already got the LCD liquid crystal library installed and the LCD I2C library installed, so my liquid crystal will work okay. And I've just got to try and find a keypad where the keypad is, and I think that might be the library for it. So if you just search in library managers option, and then you just type in keypad, and hopefully this is the right one, but I'll keep trying. Here's another one here. I think I'll install this one as well, just in case. Simple as that. Then your library's installed onto your Arduino board, and you just got to activate it with the program. Well, I've just found this bit of code here by it's gone now. Where's that gone? His name's gone. Robojax.com. Anyway, it's too complicated for me. I like to put numbers in there for which pin it is, rather than doing it like that. And I never use define key. I never use define. I hate it. And I've never seen that symbol before on a if command on C++. I'll have to look what it up is. Exclamation mark, is it? I think it must mean if true or if false, something like that, because it's an if command. If low or high, perhaps. So I'm going to shorten this all down and add it to the other program I've got for the LCD display. So I don't think you need a library for this mini keypad. Look, it's working with this little program. I'm not going to change the program around, I'm just going to add it now. It's working. We are. Okay. So I've managed to, can you see that? Can you see that there? Let me zoom in a bit. So I've managed to connect the keyboard and the screen together. So if I press this button here, it should come up with 1, 2, 3, 4. So got the basics sorted out. Yeah, so I've added, sorry about the noise, I've got my Arduino curtain closing. So I've added the program there together. There's the LCD screen, that's the key variables to which key's been pressed. So you've got your then you've got this setup there. So this sets the pins up to inputs, then this sets up your display, and pin mode 8. Oh, we don't need pin mode 8, get rid of that pin mode 8. And then that's the relay from my last program. And then you've got your on your loop. Let me go down. So this is where the program runs up and down here. Starts at the top, gets to the bottom, goes back to the top again. Just keeps going round and round in circles. So the top bit is where you set up all your variables and all your whatever you're doing. And then this. So at the minute it reads, it makes these variables depending on which key has been pressed. It'll make them variables high or low, depending, I think. Because I'm not. That says logical not. That symbol there, an exclamation mark, means logical not. So I've not really come across that before. But anyway, I've just put inside these define loop things. Key equals 1 if key 1 is pressed, key equals 2 if 2 is pressed, and etc. And then at the bottom, print the key. So it'll just be 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on which one's been pressed, and that's what we're going to use in the program to help us. So we've got it set up like a game machine. So we could have left and right, fire, shield. The screen's not very clear, is it? So obviously the screen's the wrong way round. So we're going to have to make some graphics that point upwards, or use what's in the memory already. So I've got this going on at the minute. moving the spaceship left and right. So if it's, oh, the direction's different because we're upside down, aren't we? But anyway, if one key's pressed it goes that way, if another key's pressed it goes the other way, and it stops if it gets too far in either direction. So that's the keys that have been pressed, 3 or 4. So there we are, there's the keypad, left and right. So that's my little spaceship. So I've created a user-defined graphics there for the spaceship. There you can see the binary code there, and it's called ship character. And we associate the ship character with character 0. So when you want to display the character, you put just LCD right 0, and that just puts that character on the screen. So this is what we got. Spaceship moving left and right. Start of a game. And now I've got a meteorite falling down the screen. So if there's an if command if both the spaceship and the asteroid are in the same place at the same time, then it'll blow up. And there's the if command. If x equals 19, as in the bottom of the screen, and y equals the same as the ship, then go to boom. Even though it would be nice to have the screen going upwards, I'm going to have to have it that way, aren't I? Otherwise you're not able to read the writing. So I'll turn around the graphics, because I think it's better to have the spaceship on this side, like scramble and that. So I'll just turn them graphics around. Probably might redesign the spaceship and make a graphics for the meteorite. Got it turned around. I just need to move the graphics now, change the graphics. So that's better, isn't it? Now you can see the letters. To add an asteroid, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Add it below. Change ship to rock. And then we'll just change this to the shape of the rock that we want. So that's my rock design. Not very exciting. So now we copy this bit. And change that to 1. And this to rock. I'll just move that over a bit. Keep it lined up. So now number 1 should be rock. So now instead of printing the supposed to be here. Instead of printing the letter 0, the character 0, we're going to copy this up here. Look, we're going to put 1 in there. The character string 1. Use the character string 1. I'm going to put right there, and that should be it. Just send it to the board, see if it goes. Yeah, it's going, it's compiled. Okay, let's have a look. Well, it's not the best looking asteroid, but that's all we've got. So now I want to make 20 asteroids rather than 1, so I've already converted X, and that doesn't look right. It must be. To a dimension array. So you just put them brackets like that. And that should be it. Plus I also want to put in whether the asteroid is active, so we'll do that as that, A. So it's actually 0 to 19 rather than 1 to 20. So yeah, we'll see if we'll just get down the bottom. So what I've had to do is change all the X, instead of X, put X0 and then on all of them, and Y, instead of Y, put Y0. So I'm going to change the 0 to an N and have a for n loop, so it runs through 20 times, and it detects if the rock asteroid is active by A, and if A is 1, then it will be active, and if it's 0 then it won't be active. So I'm going to put the for and loop in just here, I think. Just here, down to the bottom where it stops printing. So they have the for and loop for the asteroid, and it starts off with, it checks the 20 asteroids altogether, 0 to 19. So it starts off on 0 and it goes, says, is it active or unactive? And if it's active, it's yes, 1. Then it will do this lot. If not, it will just skip this lot, go back to here again, go to number 2, and then ask again. If 2's not active, it'll go back to number 3 all the way to number 20 and 19. So if it is active, it will delete the last character off the screen. Then it will move the position of the asteroid by 1. Then it will print the asteroid again there by, yes, my cat's shouting at me. Shelly, what's up with you? Do you want some more dinner? Yeah, don't jump on the keyboard. Oh. Yeah, I've forgotten where I was now. The cat's just jumped on the keyboard. Anyway, so I'll do it again. So if it'll check if the oh, Shelly, stop it. No. It'll check if the asteroid has hit the spaceship there, look. If xn equals 0, which is where the position is of the spaceship, and yn equals where the x position of the spaceship. Oh, it should be y, shouldn't it? Anyway, it works. So this is the where they set up the variables for the asteroids, and we set them all at the right hand side of the screen with the x, and then on the y we've used a random command. Hopefully it works. I haven't tried it yet. Yes. Yes. So and then A is whether they're active or not, and we've turned them all off. It's a cat, pussy cat. So this is with the asteroids all turned off. I'm going to turn them all on and see if they all come on a big wave from this side of the screen. Oh, off the computer, shall you disturb the keyboard? So to activate the asteroids, all of them, we're going to change that to 1. Oh, yeah, sorry about the cat. She just stood on the keyboard and it took me ages to figure out what she'd done wrong. So I'm going to send it to the board. Oh well, that's working. Yep, that's it then. That bit's done. So we're going to spawn the asteroids in one at a time, and we're going to start off with 0 asteroid and work our way up to 19. So we're going to start this variable 0. There's a bit that's the at the beginning of the start menu that if the random number, it puts a random number to ran from 0 to 49, and if the random number is 1, then an asteroid will appear. It'll activate the first rock, and then it will reset the counter to +1, so it activates the next rock on the next time round. So it'll start off on an easy level, then work its way up, putting more asteroids on the screen. There we go. Here we go. Oh dear. Getting a bit scary now, isn't it? Oh dear. But the trouble is, they're all in the same position every time, so I'm going to have to make them go random each time they come back on the screen. Can you see what I mean? So you just do the same pattern every time. Bit boring. Oh. Okay, so I'll work at that then next. So when the asteroid goes off the left hand side of the screen to -1, what it does then, it'll reset the X position to the right hand side of the screen, and now it will reset the Y position to a random position from 0 to 3. Even though it says 4, it means 0 to 3. Should make the game more random. Yeah, so now the spaceship comes on random. Come on, spaceship, rocks, there you go. First one always seems to be at the bottom, I don't know why, but they should all come on random, but get this problem there, look. It's not deleting off the first part of the screen. So you've got 4 of them at the minute. Is it 4, 5? 5. But they're not deleting, so we'll have to look into that. But it should all be random now, hopefully. Oh yeah. And eventually you should get 20, so it's going to get really hard. Oh, bugger. I've turned collision detection off, just by adding them 2 lines there to get rid of the go-to. So it should get the full amount of asteroids. So we start off with just 1 asteroid, hopefully, and it's always at the bottom. Don't know why it's always at the bottom. Yeah, it would be hard work now. I don't think it's fully finished yet. Well, it's been running for about 3 minutes, and must be all the asteroids on the screen now. That's impossible to get out of there, isn't it? So that's the hardest level. We'll put the score in soon. We'll get rid of these gremlins down here. Then there, down there. It's a bit late at night. I've drank too much. Finished for the time being, and this is the keyboard setup. Oh dear. That's up, that's down, that's restart the game. So press this and up. We've got a high score now, so I forgot what the high score was last time. Let's have a look. So it's 49. See if we can get more than 49. It's not very exciting, is it? It does get better. I'll come back in a minute when there's more meteorites. Oh, I just died. So the high score works. Just adjusted the spawning rate of the meteorites and it's working a bit better now. I used 2 equals instead of a smaller and an equal sign. So yes, the meteorites are spawning in a lot quicker. Oh, the button never worked there. Wasn't my fault. Anyway, thanks for watching.